Press O to tell your kids a story. I don't have kids! I'm going to hell. I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, I'm going to hell.
Oh, yo, it's Hogwarts! So we're... Oh, here's something great. Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da. You okay?
Half hearts.
Half hearts.
Yay! I love that trailer.
It is my favorite.
It's awesome.
Because it has us.
It does. It's us.
And me.
And that's a great way to start the day. Or to start the stream. Because it's nighttime.
Evening. Afternoon.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
I
Something
actually need
like
to
that.
lower this because you're short.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry, you're short.
I tried my best.
We get yelled at for framing.
Oh. I don't get yelled at.
I do.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so...
I need a barber. Really bad. But we
I'm just over
rolling
here
with it.
Floof.
Floof.
Just absolute floof.
Just pupper floof.
I mean, it's soft, so that's fine.
Yay!
Yay!
But hope everybody has been having a wonderful and excellent day, week,
month,
year. 2020 has been interesting.
Who knows?
But, oh my gosh.
But yeah, hope everyone's been having a great day. It's been really fun. Well, today has been fun because you did your Dark Souls thing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do today? Oh yeah, I just sat and I took a nap. Hi, Chroma. Hey, Cards. How's it going?
Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Yeah, hope your day's going pretty well.
I love that ChromaGlitch.
The
it
what?
sounds exotic.
Oh.
But yeah, appreciate that, man.
Yeah, hope your day's been going well, Cards. I just got done playing Fortnite. Okay.
Oh.
It took me a minute with the F and N because I was just like, I was like, Final Fantasy. No.
That's where my mind. But that was like Fabrique Nationale? No, that's.
Oh, yeah. So I hope that was good. Hope you had some good matches. I don't really know much about Fortnite. I know it's like Battle Royale, so you have matches, I guess, is what they're called. Her name is a little scary. Huh?
Her Fortnite?
Fortnite or
her like her title name for the stream?
Oh, never. Oh, okay. I was confused.
Oh, okay. I was like,
no worries.
Oh, gravy.
But yeah, so what are we gonna do today? We're gonna do something different. So we're introducing some new segments because what we want to do with the stream is just continue to improve and continue to grow it and do we have a lot of ideas.
Yes, good ideas. So,
we hope good ideas.
Entertainment ideas.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, so we have a lot of ideas, and one of those is taking from not last Tuesday, but Tuesday before last. We did
2 Tuesdays
the UFO stream. That was fun.
Oh, that was a blast. Going down the rabbit hole. Yeah,
we basically went down a rabbit hole. And so we decided, let's have a little segment to where we can do that. It's about the chroma part of the name. What does it exactly mean?
Oh, chroma?
Yeah. Chroma is
Greek root word for color.
Yeah, it's color. So it's the bright. Chroma is brightness.
Yes.
But it's not value.
Yeah, that
chroma,
does get confused.
The color wheel is essentially a cone, more so.
Like the circle.
Yeah. So the brightness is that the raid with the sombrero?
Yes, the sombrero.
Awesome.
Raid.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's adorable, and
that's
I love
really
it so
cool.
much. Hey, speaking of,
Ray! I'm just over here in this very old shirt.
Oh gosh, like a boss.
Like a boss.
I remember when that Lonely Island song came out.
Oh, 600. Oh gosh.
Buckaroonies.
That's a lot.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
Ooh.
But yeah, so we're gonna do. We decided to do eccentric entries.
Yes,
today?
eccentric entries.
And so that's going to be a lot of the things where, we do like conspiracy theories, myths and lore and different stuff like that. It's
urban legends, spooky.
It's very much the weird,
bizarre, and the downright funky sometimes
side of the universe. Is this a game show? Oh wait. 600 worth. I only had 750. Oh, the channel points. Okay.
Oh.
Is this a game show? I got him with Siren Head. Oh yeah, that's a thing I've been seeing videos about.
Oh, because I know Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, but Siren Head?
It's similar to Pyramid Head, except giant.
Oh, like colossal.
Yeah.
Giant. Like
I got him, but yeah, Siren Head is because let me see if I can pull up a video of Siren Head. Let me make sure. Let me look for it. Siren Head.
Oh god, that's looking freaky.
Is there a Wikipedia? Okay, because Wikipedia is generally safe. Mute site.
I think it exists.
Oh.
Oh my god. That's just a mouth.
Hang on.
Klaxon on a...
I gotta just kind of scroll first to be sure I can be on this page.
Okay.
Okay, let me switch to the scene. Desktop capture.
There we go.
But yeah, so this is Siren Head, essentially.
Oh yeah, it's creepy.
It is very creepy.
Big.
Like, I've seen, like, TikToks of it where they, like, have the base one, because it's like a video. And, this 40-foot tall Siren Head thing. And then they have it, like, doing TikTok dances. Also written as Siren Head, and more rarely, Siren Head is a hostile cryptid, an urban legend created by the artist Trevor Henderson. It is a tall, mysterious humanoid creature known for its odd appearance and the various sounds that emanates out of its head, which consists of a metallic pole with sirens attached. It reminds me of Jason Part 7?
Jason, like Friday the 13th, Jason?
I'm not sure if I know that one. Is that a creepypasta?
Huh.
Because I know they keep making... I know more and more creepypastas get added.
There's like a whole creepypasta cinematic or literary universe at this point. Like, that's getting... Oh, Jason Voorhees.
Jason,
oh, so it would be, though.
Okay.
Yes.
Siren Head is sponsored by Super Smash Bros. I could see that. I could see that.
I mean, can you imagine how OP that'd be if it's like, choose your character?
Oh my goodness.
He just chooses absolute horrific monstrosity.
That would be awful.
Oh my god.
It wouldn't even fit on any of the maps.
What's a gif of the like kindergartner that like the Gumby breaks down the door and it's just exactly which one I'm talking about.
Where they just like
that. No, it was actually on there.
Element.
Oh yeah, the Smash Bros ad.
Oh yeah, because it was. Oh yeah, because I think I've been looking up like Switch games and that just started showing everywhere now.
Oh yes.
It makes for funny content.
Da 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 da.
Look at it again. Oh yeah, because it's on all of my web pages now that I realize. Oh gosh.
Oof.
Well, the stream is unofficially sponsored by Nintendo. Nintendo, please.
Nintendo, if you're listening, bring back Nintendogs. That's all we want.
Yes.
That's all we need.
It's hilarious. It really is. But
God, Neopets? No, Neopets wasn't Nintendo.
Neopets is PC and it's still active. I think.
Really?
I think. I haven't played it in years, and all my Neopets are probably dead. But
well,
because I haven't fed, because you had to feed them and take care of them. So yeah, all my Nintendo. Because I had a lot. I feel kind of bad now.
I just casually played Neopets, but what were we talking about again?
But so today we're going to be our main topic is because it's the May holidays, because 2020 has been weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a question. Could you survive Us? You know the horror movie?
The Jordan Peele movie. I have a degree of paranoia. And, funny story, I actually had a dream. 2 dreams where I caught up with myself in a dream.
So how do we know you were not switched?
Well, because in one of those dreams, I very vividly remember it was like a classroom, and
Based on your survival rate.
And I saw myself. Myself had gotten up from his desk, and it went into a hallway. I had chased after him. Like, ethereal, inky blackness was oozing out of the... And it, became this thing as I was running through a void, I remember. And my heart was pounding the entire time. It felt like, that dry cotton in your mouth, just running. I remember there was a smell of cordite in the air. It was a very weird, very vivid memory. I was running up to this dude, and I remember I tackled myself, that was me, flipped him around. I was looking into my face. It was one of just abject terror, mouth agape. I woke up, heart was beating like a jackrabbit, about 300 beats a minute. I was in a cold sweat. I could feel my entire body aching, say, if you just sprinted a couple laps around the track and you had that lactic acid buildup. It was freaking weird, man. Mm-hmm. And I remember, that was the last dream I had about that, and I was just ugh. But yeah, so, anyways, needless to say, when I watched the movie Us, it was very,
Well, what do you think your survival rate is? What do you think your survival rate is?
Percentage value wise, or I don't know, 73. Just rough.
I think on a scale of 1 to 10, your survival rating is a 5.
That's bang on the average there.
If you think you could survive in the woods, that's heart wrenching. Did you tell Chroma, or is this the first time she's hearing this? Yeah, percent. No, I've heard this one before.
Yeah.
He's told me the story before.
Mentioned before.
Yeah. But
first time on the channel I've mentioned it.
First time on the channel, I'm guessing. But
I think. Yeah.
Percentage, you say 73%. I would say even 80 for me.
Yeah, I can about see that.
Just because I'm very suspicious naturally, and I would just be I can either sleep in this creepy looking cave or this creepy abandoned building that's randomly in the middle of the woods. How about I just walk the other way, because these are both creepily next to each other.
There ain't nothing for us here. Let's just go back the way we came.
Turn around.
Do a full 180.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
OMG. But yeah, I think I could survive in a horror movie situation, for the most part, depending on the horror movie.
Well, most horror movies are very much, there's this creepy warning and foreshadowing. Sure, bro, let's go into the cabin on the woods. Or, Camp Crystal Lake. That's where those gruesome murders happened 20 years ago. Let's be camp counselors. Yeah.
Yep.
Who does that?
Well, I feel like horror movies, it has to be unrealistic, not realistic.
True. Whoa! Pizza Guy Mike, hello!
The overlapping. Had a really bad thought, really good idea. I hate the movie Truth or Dare. That movie wasn't very good. But how's it going, Pizza Guy Mike? Thanks for the...
We're talking about all the scary stuff, and then it was just hilarity.
It really was. Talking about horror movies. Grandma Shark. Grandma
I mean, they made horror movies about sharks 41 meters down.
So spooky.
Oh, because that's the blotted out with the things. But, Also, hello, poggers from Pizza Guy. Hope you're all having a wonderful week.
Welcome everyone from Pizza Guy.
Happy Tuesday as we hang out.
But yeah. So yeah, I do think I could survive in a horror movie situation, depending on the situation. So something like Saw, where you have to be very analytical, I think I could be fine.
Yes.
Because I'd be like, okay, I see a tape, I'm connected to something, I'm just not going to move and give myself time to figure out what I'm going to do.
Bingo. Always, read the room, analyze, because I myself have an atypical brain. And so it thinks differently than most people. Most people, panic. Mine is just like, okay, bathtub, water, let's not go through the water. Let's just breathe, calm down, think, go.
Yeah.
Oh, look up the movie thingy. It's
because you said the movie was Truth or Dare.
Oh, I hate the movie Truth or Dare.
Or look up the movie.
Oh, Thingy?
It.
Is that the title for the movie, Thingy?
I'm not 100% sure. Let me look up Truth or Dare.
Okay, really?
I can't spell.
A really good idea. Oh, okay. Oh, Pizza Guy. Gonna go eat now. Have fun with the stream. Hey,
Get some pizza
Let
guy.
me guess. It's gonna be some pizza, right? Pizza,
Truth or
pizza.
Dare movie. Oh, yeah. I remember this one.
Oh, my goodness. This was a... Oh,
When
my God.
I remember
all the trailer pictures are this freakishly, like...
Because it would be like the thing would give you a dare or a truth, and you had to do it or you die. But sometimes if it was like truth, or like if it was like dare and you did the dare, you could still die.
Oh, you gonna eat pizza? Show it. Oh,
what's it on? Yeah, I didn't switch the scene.
Yeah.
I want to face my fear. Oh no. Okay. This movie with the creepy face.
Oh gosh.
Could you have it?
Cause there was like. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay, that's the one.
So yeah, I know what you're talking about. Why are you?
I can't do the smiley face thing.
That's weird.
Oh gosh.
I was just like, what are you doing? Don't do that. No.
I'm just trying to do the thing.
Stop summoning things.
Look. I do have a bad habit of that.
But yeah, like, I don't really like those movies because they've done like remakes of that same movie. Oh no!
Oh no!
Well, don't worry. It's gonna be a relatively chill.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go down like the rabbit hole with today's
it's
topic.
Not spooky this time.
Yeah, it's not
just
spooky.
Funny and weird.
Yeah.
Like.
Because we're gonna talk about. Let me see if I can get it set up.
Oh, I just realized desktop was with an E in the scene.
I know. I don't need people telling me that.
Oh, it's a puppy! Oh, I just like
let me
puppers.
see if I can find a list.
Because these were all the...
Okay, I think this is it.
This should be great.
Another one, Could You Survive Penny? Yes.
Was it... No, you hated clowns. I hated dolls. That's what it was.
Yeah, but because I hate clowns, I could survive it. Because I'd just be like, don't talk to me.
It would be like Warhammer 40k, just like purge.
Like kill him.
The clown hate.
I mean, considering Pennywise was basically just like, you just bully him until he goes away.
Oh my... I can't talk about that. The entire Chroma Chat stream would be... But yes.
Yeah, but because that is his weakness, I could survive Pennywise.
Oh my god. Now I just... You remember the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see... Oh,
No.
It's so funny, dude.
I'm sure this is muted.
Hilarious. But
yeah.
Yeah. I just call
Oh,
Pennywise.
sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. I'm so confused. Yes? Oh.
Why?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, that movie's so
But yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's definitely sometime you should watch it. We should watch it.
Okay.
But, man.
Alright. And so, what we're going to talk about is... Because, again, 2020 is weird, but we have some random and weird holidays that are just... that exist. They're like days of the year.
Because, yeah, we just randomly found this site that was, like, full of...
I'm trying to cover up my mistake.
Oh, yeet.
Oh.
O-Y-E-E-T. Oh, I see.
No worries. But yeah. So, like, it starts out normal. You got May 1st was Space Day.
Mhm.
Also, May 1st, Purebred Dog Day. Okay,
Everyone
those are
can
kinda
appreciate
cute. Those are
puppers.
cute.
Like,
May 1st, International Workers' Day. Okay.
I think that's May Day official.
May Day official word.
In
yeah.
some countries, yeah. I think there's just a U.S.
Happy
version.
Doggy. Yes, that was such a cute puppy.
Happy Pupper.
It really was cute.
Executive Coaching Day?
It's like, what is this? What is this?
I'm so
Okay,
confused.
it's muted.
Oh, perfect. Oh, because a link was from the...
Yeah.
There's nothing more impressive or vital to the success of a business than an executive who knows how to get things done. Where do these aficionados of the business world learn their talents? Are they just born with it like some prodigy of business?
Look at you.
For some of them, that's certainly possible. But behind the rest of the best...
Okay, where'd you go? But behind the rest of the best are a team of rarely mentioned and even more rarely seen experts. Who are they? Executive coaches.
Executive coaches. So, do they get paid to just lambast executives? Like, you're trash, Gary. Figure it out.
Let's see the history of Executive Coaching Day. Appreciate the puppy. Yes, we have to appreciate the puppy. We're gonna appreciate the puppy after we laugh at this.
Yes.
Because this is
Yes.
you gotta bounce in between them because this is gonna just be ridiculous.
This is just a lampoon
Stop
parody. Like, World
Okay.
Donkey Day.
As business grew and expanded into a complex world of the modern world. Into the complex world of the modern world.
I can take back over. If you
I can do this.
Okay, you got
I can
this.
do this. I got this.
Popcorn
I
paragraph.
might be a little dyslexic, but I
Oh,
got
no.
this. I can read.
It is worded dumb.
It is very. And that's one sentence. Okay. Oh gosh, that. It became increasingly obvious that while our business leaders knew their way around the boardroom, I almost said something else, and aiding their business in growing, the increasingly complex issues they faced required broader knowledge. That was a large run-on sentence.
Yeah, this is... I mean, you have an executive coach, you need an editor coach, dude. Jeez Louise.
I never look at your stream host, so IDK, if you have hosted me. Well, because the hosts are random throughout the day, so it depends on who goes live. So say, like, if someone's hosting us, and they have us on their list to host, if we go live at the same time as someone else, it might wait a bit, and it's like whoever went live that point, like, 1 second before, it puts them. And then if they go offline, if we're still online and no one else is supposed to be hosted, it jumps to us. So hosting, it goes by, like, time.
It's a bunch of techno sorcery.
It
and
is.
I'm just like...
Techno sorcery. So it was the executive coach. So it was that the executive coach came into existence. Someone who knew their way not just around the business world, but the social and economic world that it was embedded in. So an executive.
Yacht parties. Woo,
So
socials.
a senior executive.
Oh my god.
Executive coaches specialize in a wide variety of issues, including handling career transition, performance management, conflict resolution, and team building within an organization, just to name a few.
Sounds like they do a lot more than just coaching executives.
So this is basically an executive who has to train. It's
Can you
that one
imagine an
executive's whose
executive
job is training.
onboarding trainees? Like,
Listen, are you French?
Getting
Getting rid of stream.
I am, well, I'm sure the actual genetic percentage is all over the place, but the name itself is Italian. Pesanti. Like, it's pronounced one of those. But how to celebrate Executive Coaching Day? Don't. Frankly, but
I gotta watch the ads because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh God, executive coaches don't get the recognition they deserve.
They don't.
So
they make over 6 figures and they still don't. They don't get the love they deserve.
Excuse me, I was celebrating Executive Coaching
You're
Day.
right. Celebrate. Continue to celebrate.
It's hilarious. This is on Worker Solidarity Day too.
It really is on the same day.
Couldn't have our own damn day. So
they're just so underappreciated. Don't even get their own day.
So you can start out by sending a big thank you to those executive coaches you've worked with that have helped facilitate positive change in your workplace. If your business has been struggling and you can't quite seem to figure out why, it may be time for you to engage an executive coach like Traciana Graves. Working with I can't do it anymore.
Don't show the photo, no. Yeah, I caught it. I was watching.
Wait.
Ads. You know the ads at the bottom of pages that are always the questionable ads.
Oh.
I gotta watch those.
Oh God, like the "don't play this game while your wife is around" ads, and you're just like, what the hell is this?
Why am I seeing this?
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm looking up Spark Notes.
You just want to play browser or flash games, and you just
Mother Goose Day. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Let's see what this is.
Okay, that seems wholesome.
It looks cute.
Fairy tales from every quarter, whether it was Disney's retelling of popular storytellers.
Chroma, don't scroll down. I won't scroll down. Don't worry, I got you.
Mother Goose Day reminds us of this important storyteller and the role she and other storytellers played in our youth. Adorable.
That's actually wholesome.
Yay. That's super cute.
Wait, looks like entered an interesting part of chat. Oh gosh.
Hey, what's up, Arcade? We're just looking up the weird and eccentric holidays in May.
Yes.
And
because 2020 wasn't weird enough, we had to go into a breakdown.
Oh yeah, we just got finished with the Executive Coaching Day. Whatever that means.
They have to share a day with Mother Goose Day. Where the hell have you came from? Arcade?
Where did you go? Where did you come from? Arcade Joe.
Oh yeah, so this is just to celebrate the not goose, but the books.
The Mother Goose.
Yeah, it caught me off guard because I was like, oh, a duckling. Or not ducklings, geese.
Oh yeah, the ugly duckling is a whole nother fairy tale. Or is it the same?
I don't know.
From the ether. Ah, I see.
From the ether. Ether. What the fuck?
Ether?
No, ether is... That's ether.
Oh, I see. New Homeowners Day.
A day a lot of us millennials won't get to celebrate for a while.
Well, just gotta wait for this recession to clear, and then I'm eyeballing the market.
School Principals Day. There is a lot of stuff going on May 1st.
Yeah.
You would think it was spread out.
Just crowded together.
Because there are 31 days in May, correct? 30 or 31?
One of the two. I think it's, 31 days in May.
So far, we've had a lot of, May 1st is a lot of days.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has to share. Well, looks like another holiday I'll never see.
Oh my, internet shat the bed.
No worries.
Oh gosh.
But trust me, we're all just New Homeowners Day is kind of hurting all of us. That's why that's one of the days everyone forgets about.
An apartment counts as a home. Yeah?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
School Principal's Day. No Pants Day.
Wait, no? That's a holiday? No Pants Day?
Why, though?
I mean, why not? You could wear shorts, and I guess that would quantify.
True, I guess like shorts.
Naked Gardening Day?
I'm confused about some of these days already.
What? Well, I mean, I guess that's
a
efficient.
cardboard box counts as a home, right? I mean...
Laughs in Solid Snake.
Oh my gosh.
War has changed the war economy and the private military complexes.
Stop it.
Oh man, David Hayter is the only voice for Solid Snake.
Okay. What do you think about when you're at home? Some people would say the homely feeling of, or the safe atmosphere that they get at home. It's a safe place where many would say they feel relaxed, and then there's a huge list of things that people would say they can do in the comfort of their own homes. Or should we say remove in the comfort of their own? Why is this a day?
The first thing on that list, pants. There is a feeling that one gets from stumbling through the door at the end of a hard work day and dropping their pants before they ever leave the foyer. It is a wish and... Oh man, that's a word, but misspelled. Surely a feeling that most people in the working or educational field knows for real. After a long day of work, your legs can feel imprisoned, and the waistline...
History of No Pants Day. If there's one... Stop
We're
giving
just
me
skipping
ads.
over
You're
the
not... I'm not being paid for
day.
this. No ads. If there's anyone who understands the glory of that, it's college students after... Oh, so was this just college students just like a day?
I'm sure.
Years ago in the Lone Star State. Of course.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
You did it wrong. How dare you?
To be fair, I wasn't born here. But,
what's the photo at the top? What's wrong with pants? They're comfy. Oh, it's just legs. It was just feet.
Oh gosh. But
even then, that's one of those things. Toss.
It depends on the pants. Like,
well, hang on. But first, it's
right.
You messed up. You said the song wrong. You're a fake Texan. It's the stars at night are deep and bright.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
No.
Okay, then how does
the
it go?
The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, there you go. Just legs. Oops, nope. What's wrong with pants? They're comfy. I mean, apparently Texans, a band of college students formed a small on-campus club, and out of this think tank of genius came the idea that a great way to celebrate the closing of the season of finals was to drop
and celebrate freedom in the most visibly demonstrable way.
Was this A&M?
Texas Tech, if I had to wager
probably.
a guess. Because it won't say which college.
It's not saying which college, and I want to know which one.
Well, this had merely been intended to be a bit of a college prank to stir up things at the campus. With every passing year until the idea had caught fire, and in 2000 it took
Tech
off
is
across
dirty.
the world.
So Pizza Guy Mike said Tech is dirty, so probably that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Texas Tech has a bit of a reputation here in Texas. I'm not sure if it's outside of the state as well, but yeah, Texas Tech is questionable.
It is a little questionable. But so this was probably their doing.
Yeah.
Cool
holiday though.
Yeah.
Lay Day.
Lay Day.
Oh, is that like the Hawaiian thing where it's just like...
let me see if I can open the page.
Woof. Technical.
Stop trying to... No.
No!
Every time a video ad pops up, no.
I saw something... The Aloha The Hello Spirit? What? Aloha?
So I'm getting the feeling that this is one of those made-up days. That someone was just like, I need an excuse to drink. One thing that speaks of the tropics, and specifically of Hawaii, it's that colorful, festive string of flowers known as the lei.
Oh.
Lei Day celebrates these traditional gifts for visitors to the islands, and to bring awareness to the little details about it that I have a hiccup. Immediately apparent to the casual visitor. The Hawaiian culture and the aloha spirit. whether you've been to the jewel of the Pacific or not, Lay Day is an opportunity to dream of the islands and plan a visit or return to the lush green shores.
History of Lay Day has played an important part in the history and culture of the native Hawaiian people. Anyone who has ever been there or seen images of the island know that they have, each of the islands have a flower that represent. Oh, okay, so like Oahu.
Yeah,
that's the only island I know from Hawaii. Oahu. Oh, the Big Island, yellow Kawano flower of Lanai. 1929 saw the establishment of Lay Day. Started 2 years prior in 1927 at the Bank of Hawaii. Eventually landed in Kapi'olani. I can't pronounce that. I don't want to butcher it.
Kapi'olani.
Kapi'olani?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Distinctive and unique style to it, with celebrations demonstrating the blend of cultures that have come to call the islands home. Musical traditions to styles of dance have all been incorporated to create an amazing blended culture that at its core is nothing but Hawaiian. Concerns do exist that the blending will result in the loss of the Hawaiian cultural identity as generations go on, and that ethnic values will decline as well.
I have things to say. I have a lot of things to say.
Lilo and Stitch does a pretty good picture of that as well, but...
Well, I don't know what you're talking...
Oh.
But I was gonna say, I'm curious as to what actual, like, Native Hawaiians have to say about Lay Day.
Oh, yeah, because there's a lot of bad blood between the U.S. and Native Hawaii.
Lay Day.
With, things.
In Hawaii.
Friday, May 1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have to do something in a sec.
Oh, alright, team. I'm gonna hit the hay. Gonna try and hit that affiliate goal tomorrow, though. Only 3 to go. 3.
Oh, cool. You got this, Pizza Guy Mike.
Yeah. Hype! Oh, okay. I was like, I'm confused on the number. Is that like average days?
You got this.
Yes.
You can do it.
You can do it.
I am going to need to throw up the Be Right Back screen really quick. Then we will be right back. I think I'm getting a phone call.
Oh,
so I will be right back.
Okie doke. Different things. And definitely looking forward to creating more of the
because this is fun for us, and we've had a lot of people say they want us to do more just chatting. So that's why we kind of work this into the schedule to do on Tuesday rather than gaming, to do a just chatting stream.
Right.
But back to the topic. We were talking about Lay Day.
Lay Day, right.
And I was saying I was curious to see
what like Native Hawaiians
if this was a native
feel about
that. Or if it was just something that was here's a day. Modern day memes with Pasini players. Yeah, that.
Modern day memes. Oh gosh.
That's possible.
Because memes have been around ever since Pompeii and like that ancient civilization. Actual Hawaiians celebrate Lay Day.
May Day is Lay Day in Hawaii. So I guess it is actually celebrated there. I just know there like some things are very much in disagreement too because of how Hawaii was colonized, like most places. And a lot of, their stuff has just been kind of taken and
quite literally whitewashed. Very
for lack of better terms.
Yeah.
And I know, like, especially on TikTok, that they are very vocal. Like, the younger generation is very vocal about that.
Yeah, and, like, that's a nice thing to see is people being like, history should be accurate and correct. Like, this is what happened. Like, unabridged.
Yep.
Oh, the raid sombrero.
Oh, that's just a cute. Like, I forget you can do that with the emotes.
Oh yeah, modify the emotes and do the different like. Wait, what the heck is this? Naked gardening.
Oh yeah, let me switch back to the desktop.
Oh,
memes. Memes are just
we
life.
forgot.
I mean, because again, memes have been around for generations,
thousands of years. Yeah, like Pompeii basically had a bunch of like rather crass humor.
And it's like
memes.
it's because memes are kind of just like it's the little bits of humor from that generation, basically. So, like you said with Pompeii, they found like the little like crude, basically what we would used to do, where like if people draw on your desk.
Oh yeah.
But it was like on, I think, walls and stuff there, and it was so well preserved because of what happened in Pompeii.
WTF naked gardening day?
Yep, I was curious about this. Every garden is unique with a multitude of choices in soils, plants, and things. Finding your garden theme is easiest. Seeing what brings a smile to your face. Okay.
What? Oh, I guess it's like a thing to get in tune with nature because clothes aren't natural. And like, so people just garden naked.
There's nothing like getting back to nature to make you feel refreshed and revitalized. And there's nothing like being, dirt. To get back to nature. It's not far off what humans used to do in the previous generation. I mean...
You wear like vines and leaves, though.
They had cloth.
Like...
When we were farming in the early years of human life. Which years?
I've seen Naked and Afraid. That's not how they do that on that show.
Yeah. But as years have gone by, the world invented clothes, and as amazing those... What?
What even?
I feel like random people can put stuff up on this website. It's like Wikipedia.
Oh, God.
Except, whereas Wikipedia, they actually moderate. This may not get moderated.
It's not every day you see a naked farmer, indeed.
But let's talk to farmers and see how they feel about this day.
History of Naked Gardening Day.
In certain countries in the world, there's an unfortunate tendency to sexualize making the natural state of our bodies one that's seen as uncomfortable and shameful. What does this have to do with gardening?
It is one of the continued taboos of society that for one to be naked and to show their body, it must be sexualized or that they are seeking gratification. Well, Naked Gardening Day is anything but sexy or seductive. You can say that.
I mean, it is.
The only thing that should be... What? Seeks to help change that by taking a normal everyday activity and mixing it with another perfectly natural thing, being naked.
How's it going, Reels? What's up? Hope your day has been well. We are just going over the strange days in May.
The sound is really bad? On the microphone or on the... Huh.
Yeah, it sounds good on... When you
guys talk.
Are you wearing headphones?
Headphones might, because that would concentrate.
The mixer is adjusted, but
yeah, I was like,
if you're wearing headphones, you might have to.
No, not wearing headphones.
Because let me see.
Yeah, let me.
Are you wearing headphones?
It's like stuttering. Weird.
It's like stutter. I'm wondering, it might be Twitch, because I know earlier when we were going live...
True. Twitch was
It wouldn't go live,
it
and
had
it was
like
lagging.
a minute delay for when we pressed live to when it registered it, and when we, like, had to restart to when it said we went offline. It was like 2-minute delays.
Yeah.
So
it may just be that.
Yeah.
Because I know they're doing an update with, like, all the channel pages, and I think that's messing with streams. Because I think it updated ours today as well.
That could explain it.
But yeah. So...
Damn. Yeah, in that case, there's not
too
much we could really...
But yeah, Naked Gardening Day is apparently a thing.
Wildfire Community Preparedness Day. That's actually very wholesome.
Yeah, on the same day.
Huh.
I feel like, again, people just make up days.
I feel like this originated in like California or Oregon, where there's like a lot
Probably.
of forestry and brush.
History of it. Wildfires have been around since before our recorded history. But with the growth of human presence in some areas, it is becoming more and more of an issue. Careless campers throwing away lit cigarettes may be the tiny spark needed. Because the effects of the wildfires can be devastating, the National Fire Protection Association put this day in the calendar to get the community together and make all the right moves to prevent them. How to observe wildlife community preparedness day. Oh gosh, that was just a mouthful.
Wow. Oh, so...
Good that you guys have subtitles. Yeah, well, that's one reason we also have subtitles is...
Yeah.
There are people who are hard of hearing, or if the sound is being weird.
Or say if you're in a place where you can't really, like the subway or a taxi, like whatever it might be. Like, it just allows all access, you know, to all
some stoner dude, hey, let's make international weed.
I mean, that's what, like April 20th?
Yeah, that's basically what 420.
Oh, no, people were celebrating because, you know, April for the year 2020.
They were.
Whole month, people were just like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I never had issues with your stream before, but right now it's unwatchable. Huh, that's weird.
And yeah, I mean, if you need to turn the volume, dude, that's fine. I totally understand. That's really weird that it's...
Yeah, because it's...
the audio.
Yeah, because I'm...
You turn the audio right.
I was... Because I'm also, like, using this for chat.
Oh,
Since we're on the desktop.
And to test the...
Yeah.
It could even be a difference between mobile or desktop. Like,
it could.
That's happened before.
It has.
I can barely pick up what you guys say, but if you want, I could record it and send... That...
Well, because I'm not sure if it's, again, a computer thing or not. Because, let me see. Let me switch to this. Let me look at the mixer.
Oh, true. Watching Twitch for 3 hours now, so don't think it's on my end.
Yeah, and our mic is...
Oh no, I don't think anything is, like, insulting or...
wait,
That's... Yeah, no, it's just like...
if there's an issue, like, let us know.
Very much, like, because that helps us out and helps y'all out when the things get resolved. Oh, wait, Ghost says.
Wait.
It was me.
Sorry for the...
All
no
good.
Worries.
Just, 100% sure, reloaded Twitch and it was fine. Okay, so no ears bleeding. We're all good.
More than likely, it was just Twitch.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, they are updating all the channel pages right now, and they've been doing that all day. Gotta go. All right, no problem, Cards.
Have an excellent night, man. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, it's nighttime now.
Yeah. Ghost says. Also, rip the times when, like, you're watching and then an ad comes on. It's like, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and your ears are just self-imploded from the...
I'm sorry, no worries.
Hey, yeah, it's all Gucci.
We would rather you, like...
Copacetic.
People say, hey, there's something going on with the stream, because if something's going on, we can't really, like, hear the playback. Unless we have, like, the phone next to us to pull it up.
Right, and then it's just janky because it's a double feed into the mic from us and the playback. And
so, yeah, no worries.
But, yeah. But, man, on that note, too, the amount of times I've been, like, playing something, people will be like, oh, dude, your mic's muted. And it's like, thanks, man.
Oh, yeah, I do that a lot.
God. Every time I'm playing multiplayer.
The few times I do play multiplayer, I forget the mic is muted, and then I'm just like, oh, well, no wonder everyone's upset and yelling at me.
Yeah, and it's just like, go to the thing.
Real's laughing.
I feel like every single gamer can relate to that, and it's always one dude.
It's like,
every
you
time.
remember that meme where it was like just girly things or whatever, and like
God,
it's
do
just
they
gamer
mean
things,
to-
forgetting to turn your headset back on, having a full conversation, and spilling your heart out. No one heard it.
They memed the hell out of just girly things. Like, that
Oh,
was
because it was just such a random thing.
2016, the whole year. Like,
Walk, enjoy it. Oh, but I was just seeing where we left off. If you live
Yeah.
near a wood or forest, today would be a great day to go for a walk and enjoy the tranquil delights that the countryside has to offer. Getting involved with volunteer effort,
lockdown. I had that for an online school project too.
Oh no.
Oh god. Dude, Corona has literally just been like such a weird
I think
factor.
there was also a thing that happened yesterday that not many people knew about, but apparently like some of the space debris, like, because we have all the like
Jesus,
metal
yep.
and
My birthday was yesterday, and
but,
I
like,
remember
some of
seeing this.
crash landed back to Earth and just barely missed, like, I think LA.
Well, it went in a trajectory over LA and New York, and apparently trailing bits of debris were like
Falling, but it wasn't
pittering
anything
off of it. But
bad.
it just crashed into the ocean. And,
past LA, and it was just like,
oh, it was terrifying.
it's
dude.
like 2020, please stop.
Yeah, it's like, it's that the murder hornets weren't bad enough in
Then
May.
immediately
then you have
after,
space debris. And
Space
it's like,
debris. Everyone.
homie can't catch a break, can we?
But yeah, and like, oh gosh, it's just been insane. Getting involved with volunteer efforts to keep these areas safe is also a great way of observing wildlife. Community Preparedness Day. Get on some gardening gloves and help to clear up anything left by careless people, which might spark a fire. So it's basically, how to prevent forest fires. It's Smokey the Bear.
Right. It's super important because I won't say who, but one of my brother's ex-girlfriends actually started a forest fire and got fined for it because exactly that. They threw out a cigarette and they didn't know about it until like months later, but yeah, it caught a section of the forest on fire, and they traced it back, and she got fined for it.
Yeah, they will.
Quite a heavily.
Because I know, like, there was one time, I think it was like a Border Patrol agent had a gender reveal party, and so there's like they're on like there's all this desert and like dry grass. So this is obviously a place you want to be careful with fire.
Mm, I think there was
because I think they shot something, and that was supposed to like do the
shotgun buckshot to the thing, and it was supposed to blow up the powder.
So you see the powder. Well, it did, and so it's like you see blue. And then it immediately turns gray and black, and then you hear them on camera because they were recording. Pack it up.
Yep.
He said, "Pack it up," and they tried to leave. It started a fire. Of course, and then everyone was just like memeing on them and just like, kid hasn't even been born yet and is already in debt.
Yep.
Because it was a lot. Like they fine you a lot.
Yeah. Oh, and the tens of thousands. Like,
basically, all the damage that's done is what they fine you.
Mm-hmm.
So the bigger it is, the worse it is.
Well, they caught those guys because the dummies were streaming it.
They were. I think they had it on like Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And someone pulled it down.
So that more people could see it and like be there who couldn't show up in person. It was like, yay! And then they freaking were streaming it. And of course, it being the internet, somebody like copied the VOD or
and just shared it everywhere, and then it didn't take long for people to figure it out because it's in this specific area. We know it was a gender
and you can
reveal.
recognize the dude's voice too, or the people on camera.
It's like, okay, well, who do we know who is expecting a child?
In the Border Patrol in this county, like
everyone.
Idiocy is everything that was involved with
and
that.
it was awful because you are like a form of law enforcement.
A federal agent.
That's it, a federal agent. And you said, let's pack it up and just go.
Yeah.
You tried to flee the scene. And and it's just like, why?
God. I can't even imagine.
In what world? You were recording yourself, and you said this while recording. So it's like...
It makes you wonder.
So it's like, how did you complete the steps needed to get in your position?
Wildlife Preparedness Day. This is why it's relevant.
It is. But yeah, so Wildlife Preparedness Day is a cool little... Like, I actually appreciate that one.
Oh, yeah. That's... Yes, we need more of that. Infidelity Hurts Awareness Day. That's kind of self-explanatory.
That's very self-explanatory. Join Hands Day. Why?
Oh, is this like the Hands Across America thing?
Oh, like in Us?
Oh, older generations have stories that matter. Younger generations have experiences that are constantly changing the society people live in. When combined, both older and younger can offer insight and change that's positive and can easily be reinforced. Join Hands Day is a holiday that celebrates the ways these... Thank you for interpreting. The ways these generations can come together, join hands, and help bring joy and harmony to their communities. Okay, so it's basically like sharing experiences. Like
okay, so it's like everyone just hold hands.
Mm-hmm. You got a friend in me. The guilds of England performed a prototype of fraternal benefits, with many tracing their roots back to the Civil War. Believed that the origins of the modern American fraternal benefit system occurred in 1868. Interesting.
Offered financial aid to members in times of sickness and death. Guilds of England formed a prototype of fraternal benefits, with many tracing their roots back to the Civil War. Oh, you read that.
Yeah.
You jumped around.
Oh, sorry. The Ancient Order of United Workmen formed in Pennsylvania in that year. Attracted many members and thus
Illuminati.
That's a topic for another time. Today run by Assured Life Association, Join Hands Day has since been successful at bringing fraternal communities together with today's youth. Cool.
How to celebrate. If you wish to join hands and celebrate this holiday, help organize an event near you. I'm joining hands already. I can't join any more hands. I only have 2.
Okay.
If you work at your local school, help organize a day where students can visit an elderly home and learn about the lives of older generations. So it's basically just like story time. It's story time.
Right. And this is super cool because, like, my grandparents, you know, on one side, my grandfather, I think on my mother's, he was born in 1920. This is a dude who had been through the Roaring 20s, the Great Depression, World War II, and, well, I mean, he's unfortunately not alive anymore, but, like, he lived to in his 90s, and he had quite a few very interesting stories to tell, so, yeah.
Well, older generations do have a lot of interesting stories to tell. Like, a lot of times, it's like, once they start telling stories, then it branches off into other stories, and then you're finding out things you didn't think you were going to find out about.
Oh, yeah, every time.
Then it's just, and then they'll stop themselves.
And it's like,
and then you're like, no,
it's
continue.
Too late now. Let's go, Grandpa. Like, let's find out the story of, like, whatever. Baby Day.
Oh, he's such a cutie pie.
He just has little chubby cheeks. A baby fills a place in your heart that you never knew was empty.
Aww.
History of Baby Day.
Baby Day was pause this. Established to celebrate the smallest members of our species.
Oh, wait till we tell about Corona and...
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
One day we're going to be that generation.
Oh, my God. Grandpa, tell me about Corona. Or, it's not even going to be that.
It's going to be, tell me about 2016.
We're going to be at a barbecue, and, you know, it's going to be chill, like 2040, you know, kiddos just hanging out, and then it's going to be like, hey, Dad, you know, do you want a Corona? I just shoot up, and it's like the freaking meme.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God, dude. Coronas.
Celebrate the smallest members of our species and the wonders and joys they face as they grow up. Aww. Growing up isn't always easy, and that's why these wee travelers have parents to help them traverse the challenging road ahead. Children come in all shapes and sizes and represent a new beginning and a wonderful innocence in the world.
I mean, and that's a funny thing too, dude. Is like I know hospitals have been saying that like they're seeing an uptick in
They
like
have quite a few
expecting
people.
couples and like corona babies is what it's called.
Yeah, because
And
quite
so
a few
it's just
people
like-
have been announcing that, and like people are just like,
yeah.
I thought it was a joke at first, and now all the people I know who are announcing that they're expecting, I'm just like, it wasn't a joke, was it, huh?
Yeah, and that's a lot, dude. Like, I mean, I'm sure I can scroll through Facebook right now and find probably like 10 to 20 of those things.
Yep.
It's like, oh, alrighty.
Oh my gosh.
But Baby Day, man, that's
Free comic book day.
free comic.
I actually know about this day, but it's a cool day.
Interesting. Can you like get comic books for free, like it says?
Some stores you can. Yes.
That's awesome.
Some stores do.
I'm sure it's limited. Like you can't get a
You get like
first
one.
edition.
You get like one, if anything, and it's
Okay.
certain ones. History of Free Comic Book Day. Established by Joe Field in 2001 while writing for a magazine of the comic industry. He noted that there had been a resurgence in purchases in the wake of recent flow of comic book franchise movies. Yes.
Mhm.
Society and finances were both looking favorable on the unending wealth of stories, and so it was that he suggested the institution of a Free Comic Book Day to spread the fandom as wide as possible. The first Free Comic Book Day was held on the opening of 2002 Spider-Man film. Oh gosh, it was. Oh man, that just...
Really?
I feel old.
Oh, because that was the one that... Oh, that was infamous. Because while they were filming, they had the helicopter in the Twin Towers that got webbed up. And
Oh yeah.
oh, man. That brings back a whole bunch of... And that was Tobey Maguire.
Yep, that was his Spider-Man.
Man, I'm old, dude.
Hoping to ride on the wave of promotion and all the hubbub going on about it in the news and other media sources. Yeah, they were doing a lot of promoting for that movie.
Mhm.
And while not every year sees Free Comic Book Day coming into line with the release of another feature film, it often happens as a matter of providence. While the comics do cost the retailers a small amount, each they are routinely given away to all comers to help drive interest in the comic copy. While not every year sees Free Comic Book Day coming into line with the release of another feature film, it often happens as a matter of providence. While the comics do go.
Well, the comics do cost...
Wait, no. That's the same paragraph.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
Oh, damn, it is the same paragraph.
I need to
Literally
speak to the
word
editor
for
on the
word.
site. I need to
There's
speak to
been
them.
some just dumb stuff. How to celebrate it. Hold up.
Huh?
Oh, that was history of free comic.
I was so confused. Most... they didn't try with this page, and that upsets me.
That was just
International Astronomy Day. Ooh,
Oh, cool.
I like science.
science.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the
The
Science
Science
Guy.
Guy.
Bill. Inertia is a property of matter.
How to make 90s kids just get
Oh my
hyped.
god, all the nostalgia, dude. Just
It's gonna be 2040. Like you said, someone just cooking in the kitchen. A kid pulling up an old YouTube video. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
you just see
You hear
this
parents-
dad in the apron just kick out the door. Bill. And then you're
Kids.
gonna have a dad named Bill be like, "What the hell do you want with me?"
The kids they would just be so confused, and it's gonna be so hilarious because there's just
Oh
so
my
much
God.
insanity. Because we all have just like, I feel like our generation and a little bit, pretty much this current like existence has a lot of stuff where something will play and you have to finish it
No matter what.
no matter what. And so you can only imagine future generations having just sitting there watching watching the top whatevers on
like
YouTube
top, kid shows with like Bill Nye
of like the
reading
2000s
Rainbow,
or something.
dude,
And
or
then
like
the song plays and just grandparents with cane just jumps up. Let's go. I'm already confused since I'm not from USA or English, so my childhood was probably a bit different. Oh
yeah, because I totally
There
forget that
is
with
also-
time zones there's an overlap with like Europe, Australia, and all kinds kinds of different places.
Oh gosh, that just adds to the confusion that future generations are gonna have to deal with.
Dude.
But yeah, like, cause Bill Nye was it was a science show. I think he has a new show on Netflix now. It's kind of more of an adult one.
Oh yeah, it's
but
not as like
in the early 2000s. Yeah, it was more just like fun to get kids excited about science. It was what you'd watch when your teacher didn't feel like teaching that day.
Bingo. They just roll in the little TV thing, put in the VHS, and it'd basically teach like the 3 states of matter.
Yeah,
was a video.
It would be something very basic, but it would make it fun.
Yeah, and like it'd be wacky science experiments, like testing absolute zero. I think I remember they like froze a balloon and like it wouldn't pop.
Yeah.
Just to demonstrate, or like sublimation was one thing they do, turning a solid.
Yeah, but like I'm from Belgium and we just make our own shows, or sometimes popular shows get translated or adult shows get subtitled.
Oh man.
But that makes sense. You would have your own, either your own show or like the own adaptation of something similar. Because I think everyone kind of, I know like you can have like America's Got Talent, and then you have like Britain's Got Talent.
Oh yeah,
I think it
shows.
Started doing it for all
like
the different places.
Australia's Got Talent. I think they had. Because yeah, Australia is just like Danger Island, man.
It really is. It's one of those places where you're just kind of like, I want to go, but at the same time I'm scared for my life.
I'm still low-key convinced Australia doesn't exist. Because, I mean, do you know anybody from Australia who's been to it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like...
that shatters my theory, but Belgium Got Talent, yeah, it exists.
Okay, see.
Okay, that's awesome. Every country does it. That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, it's like, that's one of the things with shows. It's like, if it's popular enough, they'll like put it in different countries, and then it'll eventually expand to where everyone has a version.
Mm-hmm. Hell, they'll probably do a Texas Got Talent eventually. I would love to see that.
Every time.
Oh yeah,
Astronomy Day. Outer space. Astronomy Day is a way for astronomy enthusiasts and professionals to share their knowledge and love of outer space with the general public. It's also a way for everyone interested in space to explore their passion and increase their knowledge.
This is how we find the aliens.
It is.
History of International Astronomy Day. The day was started by Doug Berger. What a name. The Doug Berger, now with 33% more meat. The then president of the Astronomical Association of Northern California.
Of course.
Welcome to Doug Berger, home of the Doug Berger. Can I take your order? The day was celebrated by setting up telescopes in urban locations in order to make space more accessible to everyone. That's cool. He wanted to increase interest in the field of astronomy and give the general public access to more ways to learn about it. Now, the day has expanded to include the entire world, and many organizations amended in 2006 to include a second day of celebration in the fall.
That would make sense because the things change.
Yep, everything shifts with the seasons. Great way to learn more about a fascinating subject, but can be an important way to spend time with family, friends, and other people who share the same interests. Because I know a lot of YouTube is like space. And that's like the whole...
Yeah, it really is. That is like one of the top searches on YouTube. It's just space.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
How to celebrate. There are many ways to celebrate Astronomy Day, and something for every family and individual. The important part is to set aside everyday life and spend some time gazing into the heavens and wondering about the mysteries we don't yet understand. There are many activities to do with children of all ages, as well as activities to do alone if you have a telescope. Some can be done at home, but it can also be fun to visit a museum or planetarium to get an even fuller experience.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Planetariums are so cool.
That was the best part about field trips back in
the 90s. It was, once you finally got to go to a planetarium.
And like, especially, we went to one where like everything was revolving around.
And you had to like sit back on the chair.
Not the kind of disco lights. And I mean, you're a 7-year-old kid and you're just like, wow! This is so cool. World Laughter Day. We all need some more laughter in our lives.
We do. This is a this is an MVP day.
I mean, hell, all of 2020 has been a joke so far, so why not laugh at it?
History. World Laughter Day is the annual event celebrated worldwide to raise awareness about laughter and its many healing benefits.
Healing benefits?
Yeah, because it releases the endorphins. As well as about thousands of community groups around the world who regularly practice comedy that promote wellness and overall well-being. World Laughter Day is celebrated in most large cities around the world. Hundreds of people gather worldwide on that day to laugh together. It can be celebrated in Los Angeles since 2005 and has been since spread all over the world as a way to express people's love for comedy and laughter. So it's Comedy Appreciation Day.
Basically, yeah. Laughter is great. It's fantastic.
Health benefits of laughter.
Deep-rooted belly laugh.
Produces general sense of well-being. Release of endorphins is triggered. Boosts T cells. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, because I learned that from cells at work. T cells are like the Terminator cells.
They basically are the Terminator cells. And laughter, like, boosts, because it releases the endorphins that they need.
That's why dudes with a sense of humor never die in, like, movies and TV shows. Funny ones
improve cardiac health, work your abs. I mean, yeah, if you laugh hard enough.
Wait a minute, so I can just watch comedy shows and Dave Chappelle as an ab workout? Interesting. Garden Meditation Day.
We just had Naked Garden Day.
Hey, it's a day after. This time you just garden with clothes. What in the world? Talk like a pirate day.
Is there anything more relaxing than a well-appointed garden? History.
Developed by CL, the Garden Lady over at gardenlady.com.
So this is just a made up. So this is just made up.
She's had a lifelong believes that gardens can help connect us to ourselves. So it was. She decided. So one person just was like, screw it. Entire month of holidays celebrating her passion. Was this the same one who did Naked Gardening Day?
Might be. So
Shame.
she was just doing different things every day for gardening. Lumpy rug day. Why?
But
those are the worst.
What? You want your rug to be flat? Like
history of Lumpy Rug Day. Rugs, as we've mentioned, have been around through every culture for centuries. There are different kinds of rugs, as many of you could imagine, including plush wool rugs, plastic woven rugs, intricate grass mats, which are technically a rug, just to name a few. If materials exist that can be woven together, they've likely been utilized to create a comfortable floor covering for homes. They serve important roles in homes as well, keeping bare feet off the cold stone, wood, or dirt floors. Oh yeah, because okay.
Man, I don't know how a plastic rug does that, but
it basically is just plastic rugs are quite a bit most rugs now.
Weird. Maybe I'm just bougie.
You're just unobservant.
Well.
But yeah, they serve important roles in homes. I read that.
They help to suppress dust, providing a colorful decoration.
They suppress dust because you sweep it in a pile, you lift the rug up, sweep under, put the rug down, dust gone.
Oh, I think it describes that in the Lumpy Rug Day was established to encourage people to pay attention to their lumpy rugs. Over time, fibers can get pulled and bunch up. I can't read that next part.
Where to go? You should have said scroll down.
Well, I was trying to flex, but evidently I couldn't.
Oh, you were trying to flex.
Creating an unfortunate lump in the rug. But is it so unfortunate? No rug can go forever without gathering a few lumps of its own, and maybe the appropriate thing to do is appreciate it for the age and character given. Or if you want to restore the plush comfort of your rugs, you can take Lumpy Rug Day to repair your rug and restore it to its pristine state. That costs money, though.
That does, especially if you buy those expensive rugs.
Oh my god.
And then like a dog or like anything uses the bathroom on it. Because, you know, people buy rugs that are expensive and then they have children and pets. And then it's just like, This is a disaster waiting to happen.
Yup.
It's like eating toast with like jam or something on it.
I know a guy who had like a very expensive rug ruined by that. His roommate's dog was just like, well, the dog was trained on like the little potty pads on the floor, so it thought
Like
that
my dog.
expensive rug was a potty pad. And I mean,
well, it's because no, that's not how dogs think.
oh, okay.
It's because if you potty train a dog to where they use the little potty pads, you have to make sure to always put a potty pad in that spot because that's their spot. It's the same with like if you take a dog outside and they only go on like the fire hydrant or a tree. They go there for a reason because that's like
Their spot.
Yeah, it's their spot. It's basically the reason why we like a lot of times prefer to like I'm out in public and I have to go to the bathroom, but then it's like I'll just wait until I get home.
Yeah,
it's
it's
home
a comfort of your own home.
And it's the same for dogs. Because I know, like, that's my fun. Dog, he's, like, itty bitty. Like, he's not itty, he's fat. He's fat.
Yeah.
But
just chunk of a dog.
He's a Shih Tzu, so he's little. So he uses the pads. And basically, at first when they were training him with the pads, they had him kind of, like, in multiple places. Like, one upstairs and, like, 2 downstairs. Well, once they stopped putting the one upstairs, he would still go upstairs and go in that exact spot. And it was in my brother's room. And so he just walk up there, use the bathroom, and then it's like, it's funny because like, he's an indoor dog, but he still has like outdoor dog, like traits or like instincts. Because you know how like they do the thing with the dirt to like cover up. He like kicks the ground on the carpet and he'll just like scoot around like moonwalking. It's so funny because he's so little and he just slides.
I'm gonna need to see a video of this sometime because that's hilarious.
It's hilarious and it's funny, but he's also spoiled and expects you to wipe his butt with a baby wipe.
That
like you'll literally be like, did you use the bathroom? He lays on the ground waiting for you to wipe his butt, and I'm just like, no, you're a dog. Get out of my face.
Dogs are not supposed to do this.
You're not. I mean, people have potty trained their cats to use the toilet. They don't flush, but they use the toilet. My problem is I wouldn't do that because they're not flushing, and that would just irritate me.
Yeah.
Because you walk in, and it's just like cat.
Cats are the most spoiled animals of all, though.
2 different colored shoes day. Opposite, weird. Or like, what's that day we used to do in school? Not opposite day.
Well, we celebrated opposite day.
Well, it was opposite day, but it was also weird outfit day, like during Red Ribbon Week.
Oh yeah, the janky outfit.
Wow, enough internet for today. My dog he's a spoiled. He thinks he's a cat. He sleeps on top of furniture, like on the top of like couches.
It's the weirdest thing. And it just... I've seen it.
I just look at him, because I'll just be sitting on the couch watching TV. He just hops up there and just sits behind me, and I'm just like, cool.
We were watching, like, this primitive survival rating thing.
No, we had been watching, like, Naked and Afraid before, and then we went, and this is when he was really little, and he tried to jump onto the couch.
I think he got inspired.
I think he got inspired. Because he tried to jump, but he completely missed. He just hit his chest on the couch and fell back down.
Like, if you've ever seen the Corgi jump gif where it just, like, tries with all its might, just leaps
and drops.
Barely clears its hind legs off of the platform.
That's my dog.
That was that dog trying to jump.
I have a I but I don't wipe her butt.
I don't blame you. I would not wipe my pet's butt.
I wouldn't. Because that's not my job. He irritates me every time he does it. If I acknowledge that he went to the bathroom, he does that, and he'll just sit there, and I'm just like, no, this is not my job. We're gonna do this
all day, doggo. How you gonna?
And like out of spite, he'll again do the little moonwalking thing on the ground, and like he's cleaning his feet or something, and I'm just like, you're a dog.
Dogs are strange, man.
You're a dog.
Most of them are just simple, like, bark at the mailman.
And then you have the spoiled ones like mine, where it's just like, I am a human.
They will not acknowledge other dogs.
Like, if he doesn't. I remember one time we had him in like the little wagon because we went to like a crowded like fair or something. So of course you have a little dog in the wagon, so they don't get stepped on. He was in the wagon, the whole time he's looking around excited. We're walking and there's like this family. They have a husky, and the husky of course is walking on the leash. He sees the husky. You can clearly see he sees that there is another dog that's significantly bigger than him. He looks away. And, like, as we're passing, like, the husky, dogs, they try and look at each other. It's trying to look. My dog. I don't see it.
The most antisocial dog.
I don't see it. I don't see it. And we were just watching him the whole time, just look away. Like.
Man, he did that husky dirty.
He's so mean.
Man, the thing I don't understand, though, is, like, who has enough pairs of shoes?
I mean, I guess you just need, like, oh, yeah. I was about to say, I mean, if you have 2 pairs of the same type of shoe.
Yeah, because, like, I have tennis shoes, dress shoes, like, I don't have 2 of the same type, typically.
You'd be forgiven for thinking that 2 different colored shoes today must have been an event that was created by accident. I mean, aren't most? Perhaps someone woke up tired and accidentally went to, okay. Or maybe the day, but the truth is neither of those scenarios is true, and the day was in fact created by an inspirational woman who was simply sick and tired of conforming to societal norms. What a woman. So in other words, it was just someone woke up one day and was like, you know what, I'm not gonna find the matching sock.
Screw you, society, I'm never wearing matching
My socks
shoes
actually
again.
are matching.
Well, mine are just a bland white socks.
Dr. Arlene Kaiser created this quirky celebration to laud the diversity and differences that make humans great. Could you imagine how boring the world would be if everyone was homogeneous? Just row after row of the same houses, same clothes, the same people, the same...
McKinney, Texas. God.
I mean... same clothes, same people, blah, 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 blah. Small demonstration of her... Neither could she, at least not without cringing, and so, as a small demonstration to her love of differences, she started wearing 2 different colored shoes 2 or 3 times a week while simply going about her normal day. I mean, you can do that, or you can volunteer at a museum or a cultural center, or celebrate
True.
people in history who are not often celebrated or credited with their work.
True, but this is a lot less effort.
It is.
And that's, I feel like, why a lot of people do it.
I'm going to create a day. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to wear a pillow on your...
Pineapple Pizza Day?
No. It's going to be wear a pillow on your head day. Mark calendars. May 12th. Wear a pillow on your head day.
Hey, I mean, that might be on here. Who knows?
If it is, I'm going to be upset because they stole it, and that was my original idea.
They stole your idea. Oh,
they
no.
did. They did.
That would just be terrible, dude. I think someday is National Pizza Day.
It's Pie Day. Well, there's Pie Day, then there's National Pizza Day. There are multiple.
There's not Pineapple Pizza Day.
There's not.
Paranormal Day.
Spooky.
Thought that'd be when Death Stranding came out, but... Seeing is believing.
The history of Paranormal Day. People have been claiming to have seen or experienced things that were impossible to explain for millennia. However, these reports have only been documented for the past few hundred years. American writer Charles Fort is perhaps the best known collector of paranormal anecdotes, and he is considered by many as the father of modern
Paranormalism? Or the study of the paranormal?
I feel like we're just making up words in the English language sometimes.
Yeah, because typically an ology is a study, but...
yeah. Or
whatever.
Fort compiled at least 40,000 notes on unexplained paranormal experience. I mean, I can do that.
Reported events that he collected include teleportation.
A term Ford is actually credited with coining.
Poltergeist events, falls of frogs, fishes, and inorganic materials of an amazing range. Crop circles, unaccountable noises and explosions, spontaneous combustions, levitation, unidentified flying objects, and mysterious appearances and disappearances, to name but a few. He's also most likely the first person to explain strange human appearances and disappearances by the hypothesis of alien abduction, idea that's definitely caught on. Despite the extremely wide variety of these paranormal events, they all have something very important in common. They lack the reproducibility of empirical evidence, and they are not amenable to scientific investigation.
I mean, some of it you can prove, I'm sure. It's just like crop circle. Just do the thing. Just drop something into a field and see if it makes a perfect shape.
True. Like a flying saucer.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the first one that was reported, it was like, why the hell would anybody make a circle out of crops? Like,
it's like you just wasted crops.
Yeah, it's like you're either gonna steal them, set fire to the whole thing, or like, you know, you're not gonna make a crop.
It's like, why are you
circle.
wasting your crops?
Mm-hmm.
It's like farmers and things. Why would I waste my stuff that makes money and feeds me?
Yeah, it's food, dude.
For
food
a thing.
is important.
How to celebrate
Paranormal
oh gosh.
Day.
There are lots of fun, interesting ways to spend this day. If you're a fan of scary movies, you're in loads of luck because ghosts, unidentifiable monsters, and aliens are among the most popular horror movie topics in existence. Scooby-Doo told me that it's just angry people.
Paranormal activity you may have heard of about a couple witnessing increasingly disturbing paranormal occurrences in their house.
They really use that as an example.
You may have never thought a sheep could be scary, but you may well change your mind after an evening spent watching this. Dude, I remember when...
I saw a video in school how groups make those shapes in cornfields that looks like UFO shapes without leaving a trace.
Damn typos. Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure some are fake because it just takes a lot of effort.
Right. And I'm sure... Because the thing is, like, if you report something, there's bound to be copycats.
Yeah.
Just people wanting attention or to screw around.
It's like the first one probably was real or something. Or something. Yeah. After that, then it was just, I bet I could do that. Let me prove that I can do this. Hang on, give me the stuff. I'm just going to go out in the field tonight. Don't tell anyone where I'm at, okay? Let me just go knock some stuff down.
Especially out in the country, dude, where there ain't like Wi-Fi. There ain't nothing to do out in the country. Paranormal activity. I remember the first time I watched that with friends. Like, nobody would go back to their cars alone. And you imagine, like, because we were all like 17.
See, the first time I watched that, we got it on DVD. So I didn't see it in the theaters or anything. I saw like all the, you know, the ads where it was just like, oh my gosh, people jumping in the theater. We just fast forwarded through the whole movie because it was so boring.
Objectively speaking, yeah, it is a very
because it was just like they get there,
uneventful
they're talking for a while. It's just like nothing's happening. It's like, okay, fast forward. Okay, now it's nighttime. Okay, pause. Door opens. Door closes. Goes back to day. Okay, fast forward. And we just did that. We just fast forwarded through all the dialogue and just went to the stuff and then like finished the movie in like under an hour.
Yeah. The whole thing is basically like, did you catch that door moving, bruh? And like,
yeah, and it's just like, and then May 4th, Star Wars Day.
Of course, yeah.
Kind Day.
Interesting. It also has a little baby.
And babies are adorable.
Yeah.
History.
Oh, Kids in Need of Diapers Day.
Oh,
that's actually really cool.
Founded in 2013 by Berries and Caterpillars founder Candace M. Smith, Kind Day was established to help out struggling families in the Orlando community. News of this incredible cause got out and brought thousands of families together to help those in need. Candace got out into the community, bringing bags of diapers to families that needed them after her project. Diapers for Good was overwhelmed by families in need. Rather than giving up, she just redoubled her efforts to ensure that no baby ever had to be left in a wet diaper. Aww, that's so wholesome.
Yeah, that's really wholesome. And their diapers should be changed regularly. Continuous wear of spoiled nappies can result in itchy rashes. Yep.
Yeah.
Exposed to...
Poor baby. How to celebrate. The easiest way to celebrate Kind Day is to buy a few bags of diapers and donate it to a local support organization. If you're feeling sneaky and know a neighbor or stranger who has trouble diapering their child, you can leave a gift for them on their porch. If you see someone who is homeless and has a child who may be in diapers, you can ask if they are in need of supplies. Kind Day is a great chance to help ensure that all babies in the world have clean and healthy bottoms. Aww.
That's super wholesome.
That's such a wholesome day.
And it's something you wouldn't initially think about either.
To donate diapers.
Mm-hmm.
But that is something that people need.
Right. And so often too, it's weird. You'll see YouTubers and people oh, here's $100, but nobody ever gives diapers, nobody ever gives food, nobody gives things that people need, right? It's always oh, look,
I have money. Here's money. I can just throw my money.
Let me catch it on camera, dude. Aren't you happy, bro?
Yeah.
And it's disgusting because I don't mean to go on too much of a rant, but I've actually worked at homeless shelters, and I've been around, neighbors I've had have been homeless too, people been kicked out of their own homes and stuff, and it's to volunteer, and I don't say this to be boastful at all either. I just for reference to the fact, it's nothing is more disgusting than a self-centered, egotistical oh, I'm so good Samaritan, bro. No, dude.
Yeah.
Do it out of the kindness of your heart and help another human out. Generosity is its own reward.
It really is. It really is. The reason you're doing it should be to be generous. To, do an act of kindness and just hope it gets passed along. It shouldn't be, a self-gratif... or a...
reciprocity.
Yes.
You shouldn't seek something in return for it, ever.
And it's you have a lot of people who do that. And it's it's such a weird thing that we have nowadays where people feel the need to record themselves. It's I'm doing a good act. See?
Even...
Okay, camera's off. Okay, yeah, bye.
Well, you see how people are even with the cameras on. I remember in one specific instance, there was a British YouTuber.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, the toothpaste Oreos he gave to
and they actually fined him.
Oh, yeah, they fined him, I think, somewhere... I think it was $200,000 they fined him.
It was quite a bit.
Or he was going to prison, and it's oh, just pay the fine. Mm-hmm. Disgusting.
Yeah.
But anyway...
And then you have, those videos of people where, someone homeless will have, a pet, and they'll try and take their pet.
PETA. They tried to take a dude's, dog from him, I remember. And bashing on PETA can be an all-day affair, too.
It can.
I really could go all day, but...
Most people could.
That's not the point of the video.
But yeah, it's, and then, of course, law enforcement get involved and they give the dog back.
That's always wholesome to see.
And it's you
that's
guys.
Great.
But yeah, it's people just have this warped perception of helping. Mm-hmm. And it's are you helping to help, or are you helping to
yourself.
Get a couple likes on a post?
Mm-hmm. It's such a weird damn dichotomy too, how it's people will like that post, but there's no empathy there to actually do it while cameras are off. It's everybody knows that helping people out is a good thing, or doing an act of charity is good, but it's why then is it so publicized and nobody, or the same people who will like a video giving somebody, say, $100 for a homeless person, would be the same type of people to ask, oh, well, they can't stay in hotels during this pandemic because there's drugs and crime, and how can we afford it? It's always a question. Yep. It's just get the hell out of here, dude. Human needs should not be, left in want.
Mm. That makes sense.
Mm. I'm ranting too much.
Hey, it's fine.
But...
This is podcasty format. This is all about talking and ranting and saying what's on your mind.
Yeah.
Because like this is very much like what we're trying to do with this is make a space where it can be a discussion space where
opinions can be voiced.
People can voice opinions and not be attacked.
Yeah, not feel judged and like just a forum.
It's a forum, open forum, basically. Candied orange peel. That sounds gross.
Wait, orange peel? I thought this was like the gummy orange candies. What?
No.
Oh yeah, gotta switch it back to.
But yeah, candied orange peel day. Stop giving me ads.
What could possibly
I'm gonna buy
make
ad
fruit
block.
taste even sweeter and tastier? Dude, the only time I've
History
ever...
of candied orange peel day. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, the only time I've ever ate an orange peel is when I, like, didn't have the little fancy thing, and you just have to, like, be a friggin' savage and just bite into the rind, peel it off, and just...
Yeah. I mean, I've zested an orange, but,
Okay, orange zest is nice.
long been used as a delicious addition to cakes, used because of their thriftiness of saving the normally discarded peel and being an easily kept food item, as the sugar which encases them also serves to preserve them. This is what makes them a favorite addition to the pantry of any baker. I don't like fruit in my cake. I just don't. I don't like vegetables in my cake. I just like regular cake.
Vegetables in a cake?
Carrot cake.
Well, that's not like whole carrots. It's like mixed into the batter.
It's peeled, but yeah, it's still in the cake. I don't want things in my cake. I just want cake.
But chocolate goes in it.
But chocolate is fine because that's a dessert.
True.
Preserving foods using sugar and honey is ancient. In fact, there's evidence that it was used commonly in ancient China and Mesopotamia for various cakes and foodstuffs. Candied peel, as we know it seemed to start out in Arab culture as chefs would serve candied fruit at banquets. Candied fruits as a whole would reach the West, where they became the key part of some of the most well-known cakes and sweets of European tradition, such as Italian panettone. Oh, I know what that is.
Delicious.
I don't like it.
Orange and lemon within its mixture.
I don't like it.
Oh no.
It was gross to me. I'm sorry.
Panettone?
Yes.
Commonly, the peel is candied by boiling it in sugared water and tossing the peel in more sugar.
Renewal day.
No. What the hell?
Recycling? Maybe?
Looking at life anew, starting up things that you've been meaning to do for... My whole unpainted Warhammer collection is just staring me down.
It really is.
Or maybe even revamping the house.
National Renewal Day was created to remind us that sometimes something old and stale in our lives just needs a change to make it new. So, National DIY Day. On Renewal Day, observers choose to renew something in their lives, friendships, and love lives to make things fresh again. Oh. I thought this was just painting like a shelf a different color.
Not do-it-yourself day. Well, because people, I guess, like renew wedding vows and stuff sometimes too, or like renew.
They could be big change or just a small one, as long as it's something that's big enough to make you feel strong and refreshed again.
Interesting.
I don't know about that. I'll just paint a shelf.
Petite and Proud Day?
I guess you gotta short people have to have a day too. Firefighters Day.
Oh, that goes hand in hand with the wildfire.
It does. Preparedness.
Yeah, wildfire preparedness.
Well, firefighters do more than wildfires.
Oh, true. Yeah, they actually do a lot.
First organized professionals whose job it was to combat structural fires lived in ancient Egypt. However, at the time, firefighters worked for private companies that provided their services only to those who could afford them. Later in ancient Rome, Caesar Augustus revolutionized firefighting by calling for the creation of the fire guard, called the Vigiles.
That was trained, paid, and equipped by the state. Now, I'm gonna interrupt a little bit here and funny history lesson, because of course the whole meme and iconography is like, you know, Nero fiddling while Rome burned. But reason for that is that I think it was Cassius, I might be wrong, it's one of the Roman emperors, privatized the fire force, and he acquired stupendous amounts of property, because if somebody's house was burning, he'd have the fire guard there, and they'd be like, okay, well, we'll put out the fire, but you have to sell us the property indeed. And so it's like, what the hell? So if they didn't, the fire department would literally
I remember
stand there and watch it burn. And it only took a couple of times of watching it burn completely to the ground for people to be like, well, at least the property still exists. And it's like they could still live there. They just had to sell the rights to the state. So essentially, when they died, the state would inherit that property.
Yep.
And so it's like, well, I still get to live in it. I guess it's not that bad of a deal. But,
yeah.
Of course, you know, kids.
Firefighters Day was created in 1999 after 5 firefighters died tragically during a wildfire in Australia.
Oh, gosh.
When the direction of the wind changed suddenly and engulfed them in flames. It is celebrated on May 4th because that is St. Florian's Day, and St. Florian, who was said to be one of the first commanding firefighters of an actual Roman battalion and saved many lives, is the patron saint of firefighters. That's cool.
I had no idea.
I didn't know
That's
that.
really interesting.
The incident that led to the creation of the date happened on the 2nd of December in 98 in Linton Community, Australia. The event was so tragic that it shook the entire world. Linton is a populated area in Victoria, Australia, and firefighters at the time were tackling a massive bushfire. They called for mutual aid. This resulted in the Geelong West Fire Brigade coming to the scene. They did not know the tragedy and despair that was awaiting them. Matthew Armstrong, Jason Thomas, Stuart Davidson, Chris Evans, and Gary Vredevelt. Okay, all loaded into a truck. They were sent to help extinguish the flames as part of a strike team. However, as they made their way into the hot zone, the wind switched directions suddenly, which resulted in the truck being engulfed in flames, with all 5 members losing their lives. It was an extremely tragic event, and it resulted in the birth of a day to celebrate firefighters and everything they do for us. After all, many other firefighters have lost their lives in the field. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's
it is a very rough job.
And, yeah, it's like, because sometimes you'll have a quiet little area, like, you know, where I grew up, Grapevine, like, is pretty quiet. But all of a sudden, I'm thinking like South Lake or a different area, they had like 7, 8 houses that got struck by fire on the same day. And like, you know, friends, for example, some of my friends, they, their entire house burned to the ground. Even though like the fire department showed up eventually, just because they were spread so thin.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just sucks too, you know? But yeah, definitely very important Firefighters Day.
Nail Day.
Teacher Appreciation. That, I think, is pretty well established.
Yeah.
Because
International Midwives Day.
Oh, that's the people that help the wives give birth to the baby. Okay. Hoagie Day. Interesting.
Hoagies aren't that good to me. I'm just very picky with food. I think that's it.
It's basically like a meatier version of a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah. The humble hoagie first appeared on the plates of Americans around or soon after 1953 when the sandwich was first made in World War I Philadelphia shipyards. At the time, Italians working in the yards would make a sandwich by putting meats, cheese, and lettuce in a soft baguette-shaped roll. This easy-to-make but delicious creation would soon be labeled with the nickname of the island. This, perhaps because it doesn't quite roll off the tongue, would soon become known as the hoagie. There is also a second theory of the hoagie's birth, wherein the sandwich is said to have been created by street food vendors who were known as hokey men in the early 20th century. Supposedly, these food sellers would slice a long loaf in half, stuff it with antipasto salad before selling it as a filling snack. Well known in Philadelphia, the sandwich is so fond here that in 92, the mayor declared that the hoagie should be considered the official sandwich of the city.
Huh. Interesting.
How
to celebrate Hoagie Day?
You just eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Don't stick mayo in there. Stick with good quality olive oil and some Italian herbs. Yep.
I mean,
That's how you gotta do
it. Revenge of the 5th. Oh yeah, because the 4th is
Oh yeah, May the
Star
4th
Wars
be
Day.
with you. Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of
Hug
the
a
Sith.
shed and take a what?
What? Hug a shed and take a selfie?
History of Hug a Shed and Take a Selfie Day.
One man's love of gardening and that sacred space of the gardener, the shed. You can have your tools tucked away to perform maintenance and garden equipment. In your shed, you can carefully plant and nurture the coming season's plantings. With your hands and wrists deep in potting soil and fertilizer, seed packets and soil conditioner. Moments like these are the hallmark of the shed lover's serenity, and for that, it deserves a hug, don't you think?
It's just a way of showing these humble structures the love they're due. Those of us with a backyard crew know how much this little sanctuary matters. In addition to all the above, sometimes it's a space that's just yours, often equipped with a little wood stove to make it warm in the winter months, and a fan to keep it cool during the summers. It's full of smells of our special leisure time where the green... This was just a bunch of dads who just like to do stuff in the yard.
The history of the thing, and it was just like, so a bunch of dads just did a thing.
They just like, let's just do a thing. Asthma Day.
Ooh, my dad has asthma.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Cartoonist Day. Cool.
No diet day.
Nope.
So every day?
International Cheat Day, basically. We're just like, screw my diet.
Golf day.
Golf.
Beverage day.
Oh my gosh, I remember there's a game called like What the Golf, where it was like
I still want to play that.
you
could
just
fun.
smack a person with a golf club and just yeet them into the hole in one.
No homework day.
Man.
I don't have homework anymore.
Isn't it nice?
School nurse day. Password day.
School nurses were the
Password day is just a reminder to change your password.
Yep. Roast leg of lamb day. What the heck?
Food days.
I just want to know how that got started, because that's very specific. And lamb is, when we say sheep have been with us for a long time, 11,000 BC in Mesopotamia.
Share the distinction of being one of the first animals domesticated by mankind.
Really?
Yay, sheep. These sheep were known as,
Mouflon.
and weren't quite the woolly sheep we know today. They were raised for their meat, milk, and skin for parchment and vellum. In fact, the wool that we so often think of sheep for today wasn't an important part of their use until 6000 BC in Iran.
Interesting.
What Roast Leg of Lamb Day serves to remind us of is that when we indulge in this wonderful dish, we're sharing the meal with our ancestors that our ancestors have shared for thousands of years. Mutton and sheep's milk have staple protein since we first transitioned from hunting and gathering to agricultural lifestyle.
Huh. Now mutton is a much loved meat.
Honor it by, if you have never made roast. Simple, just make a roast leg of lamb. This is a very weird holiday. Because it's just like, I like this food. Let's celebrate.
Because roast leg of lamb is delicious. And I know that sheep cheese is a lot like softer and sweeter than like cow cheese.
Yeah.
That's why I really like it.
Cosmopolitan Day. Excuse to get drunk day.
Yeah. Wasn't that a magazine, Cosmopolitan?
Yeah, it's a magazine as well. It's named after the drink.
Oh, okay.
It's fancy.
And urban and very like...
It's not urban.
Oh, like New York.
No Socks Day. World Donkey Day. We kept seeing ads for this.
Oh, yeah, we did. When we were going through the different...
It literally kept showing it. It was like, look at this day. Look at this day. Please.
World Donkey Day. I'm curious to see what today is for, May 12th.
Oh, yeah. Have we hit May 12th? No, this is like May 8th.
This is, like May 8th. Or...
Two subspecies of the donkey. This
Somalian and the Nubian were bred together.
Oh, if you want to continue.
Oh, yes, sorry. To produce what we think of as a modern donkey. Available evidence points to the donkey having been working alongside humanity since 4000 BCE, most likely in Nubia, as a more versatile and resilient pack animal than the ox they were presently using. Since then, they've been bred and transplanted all over the world as cultures moved, and the world expanded and can now be found just about everywhere. This is weirdly written in some
It
places.
is weirdly written in some instances on these pages, and it's just like, I know a lot of different people worked on this, but make it flow. Sadly, mules are almost entirely sterile, and that exception so rare that no breeding stock of pure mules has ever been able to be achieved.
Really?
In part due to having yet to be recorded a case of breedable mule stallion. Strangely, there have been cases where female mules have birthed what are, for all appearances, pure horses when bred with horses.
Because a
Science.
donkey is a lot smaller than a horse.
I mean, cause they're smaller horses.
True,
as
like
well.
ponies and...
Yeah. So that's very weird, and if it creates another... The Punnett Square did not tell me about this.
Yeah, it's very weird. I never would have thought of mules as being, like, completely sterile.
Well, they are.
almost.
Yeah, because most
That's-
hybrid animals are. Because a mule is a donkey and a horse.
True.
It's like a liger or
Oh, yeah.
all the other like hybrid animals that
Hybrid animals are just weird.
they are. Ovarian Cancer Day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they actually have their own days. Public Gardens Day. Oh, so many gardening. I guess 'cause spring. Military Spouse Appreciation Day.
I shouldn't laugh at that, but oh my god, growing up in Texas, like the big meme about like things.
Of gardening.
Oh yeah.
I don't get gardening.
It's just oh man.
Well, I don't get the joke about gardening, but gardening. Free Trade Day.
Oh, it's fine.
Stock. Iris Day. Ooh, that's a pretty flower.
Oh yeah, free
Easily
trade
distracted.
is like stock market and that whole thingamabob. Sponsored content, please no.
It's like whenever it says sponsored content, nope. Scroll back up.
What the hell is this language? The fresh, sumptuous luster in their dewy, iridescent blossoms on a spring day.
Stop disrespecting that flower.
Yeah, no thank you.
Windmill Day. Ow.
You okay?
Yeah.
Windmill Day. We've always loved them. There's something absolutely... Okay, what does bucolic even
About
mean?
their squat structures and gentle creak of their fins as they spin in the natural wind current. What are y'all doing
Hold
with
on.
these
Can
inanimate
we
objects?
look up what the hell bucolic...
I'm scared.
I have never seen that word before in my life.
'Cause I see that and I think of bubonic.
This is
Pastoral. So they wanted to say pastoral.
relating to the pleasant aspects of the
Because
countryside.
the pastoral paintings would have, like, the windmills.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanted to say pastoral.
That is needlessly pedantic, dude. Like, why the hell would you use bucolic about their...
Windmills have been around for a very long time. When people first realized it was possible to harness the power of the wind to perform work. Ever since new innovations have been made to the ability to utilize their never-ending source of power that windmills capture. History. The idea of capturing power of the wind to perform work isn't new, and in fact it goes back far further than history than you may suspect and has sprung up in multiple cultures throughout the world.
Huh.
Heron of Alexandria was the earliest person known to have harnessed the energy of moving air to perform work. Using a very primitive device to power an organ, Persia developed more traditional windmills, though they had different orientation than the ones we typically think of when hearing the word windmill.
It's actually really funny, because I don't know why, but you know that game Cards Against Humanity?
Oh no.
Like, there's one card...
Whenever Cards Against Humanity comes up
Oh, no,
in conversation.
There's one card in there I never understood if it was an actual thing or just a horrific imagination of somebody, but it was like a windmill full of corpses was the card. And I'm just like, is that like the fan blade parts of the corpses? Or like the windmill is full of it? Like, I never understood what that imagery was supposed to...
I think Cards Against Humanity is just, we're going to say a bunch of random words and play
True.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Some historians think that the Persian models were the inspiration for the vertical models that we developed in the Middle Ages. First evidence of a windmill can be found in Wheatley, Yorkshire, England, and is said to have been built in 1185. As is commonly depicted in media, they were used primarily to grind grain and have been for many centuries thereafter.
Yeah, so the windmill would grind grain.
Mm-hmm. Train day.
Oh, I love trains.
You can look at this one.
Yay!
Just see the history. Stop giving me ads.
Is a history of trains. And that history goes back farther than you might suspect. Railroads were a progression from wagonways, which were essentially railroads powered by horses. Have a history going back over 2,000 years. First thing you learn about is cattle roads, or the...
Here in Texas, cattle roads.
Yep. Cattle... What do they call it? Cattle trails?
Yeah, cattle trails, cattle roads,
yeah,
cattle drives.
Cattle drive is what they called it. Oh,
and of course, what came into existence was one of pure practicality. You could transport larger loads over a greater distance and prepared paths.
Yorp.
So trains.
Love trains.
But what?
Buckfast? And that's a wine bottle.
I'm confused.
Surround yourself with those on the same mission as you. Is that a very specific wine? Let's
see. Red and white wines have been a traditional and classy drink for a long time in history. They're alright. Many people celebrate and enjoy wine, but there's a unique concoction of wine out there that is enjoyed by many in Scotland. I should have known.
It's
and frankly enough, it's caffeinated.
What the? Why would you caffeinate wine? I'm about to just scream in Italian. What? Hold on. Because I know iron brew is essentially what happens if you make caffeinated bubblegum in Scotland. Why the hell would you caffeinate red wine? Alcohol is a depressant. Wine is made out of crushed red grapes. I just see that you did the thing, but why would you do that to wine? And then you're gonna get crossfaded as hell with caffeine and alcohol, and you're just like, like, do they not realize what happened with Four Loko? Four Loko had to be decaffeinated and pulled from the shelves. Four Loko borderline killed people here in America. Granted,
caffeinated wine that has been part of Scottish tradition since the 1960s. The wine was initially made as a herbal remedy to improve health, which is why it is classified as a tonic wine instead of a regular wine. Created and distributed from southern England by Benedictine monks in an abbey back during the 1890s. The drink has its origins in French recipes, but despite coming from English and French, the Scottish have taken akin to this fortifying wine, especially in the city of Glasgow.
Of course it's Glasgow. Good God.
Fair Trade Day. Didn't we?
Oh, that was Free Trade Day.
It's Fair Trade.
Fair Trade. Belly Dance Day.
Woo!
Moscato Day. Okay, Moscato is delicious because that's a dessert wine. And
just do bourbon or scotch or whiskey. Just any whiskey.
Well, some people prefer
History
a lighter palate.
Some people prefer a light. Toughen up.
Jeez. Vine is native to the area south of the Black Sea, disputed territories of Georgia and Armenia. Winemaking originated in Mesopotamia as early as 3000 BC, helped influence Egypt before dynastic times. Wine production in Italy is believed to have originated from the influence of the Etruscan civilization that lived in today's Tuscany, influenced by the Mesopotamians before the Greeks brought winemaking to Sicily.
The Romans improved the winemaking process and thus became famous for their abilities. Even as wine grew and fell in popularity, it continued to be produced by Christian monks during the Renaissance. It wasn't until the 19th and 20th centuries that wine production became regulated. Today, Italian wine is considered highly prized for its process and flavor. Moscato is made from Moscato Blanco grape, one of the oldest grapes in Italy. Moscato is popular for its variety of flavors, such as light and dry, sweet and sparkling, or rich dessert wine.
Moscato dessert wine is fantastic. Like, it goes so well with cake and some limoncello.
I find it funny that there's no sock day and then Lost Sock Memorial Day. I feel like these are related. Mother
Rip.
Ocean Day.
Oh, Mother Ocean. This reminds me of Moana, watching that movie.
Mother Ocean Day is relatively a new celebration as it was introduced for the first time in 2013. Its concept thought up by the South Florida Kayak Fishing Club that has since sought the approval of the city of Miami to declare this day official. The point, of course, is to take a day to celebrate the beauty and wonder of the ocean, and it is no surprise that the inhabitants of Florida were the ones to come forward with this idea.
Interesting.
I'm very surprised, actually, but...
As Florida is famous for particularly gorgeous white sand beaches and clear aquamarine. See, when I think of Florida, I think of alligators, Natty Light, and
I think of that
Florida Man being just a legend. Oh man, but that's cool that they came together to like celebrate the ocean and the beach.
Yeah.
Stay up all night.
So long as no one dumps some lionfish in the water that it's not supposed to be in, it has no natural predators over there, and so it just destroys everything.
That sounds oddly specific, but
that's what
sure.
they did.
Oh god. So
someone had a pet. Everyone and their exotic pets. Okay, well, I don't feel like taking care of it anymore, so I'm just gonna free it back to where it belongs, the ocean.
Did they ever do that with freshwater things in the ocean?
I'm sure people have done that with freshwater.
Oh god.
I'm sure people have had goldfish and been like, be free!
Oh no, dude. I mean, doesn't that just immediately just sink and...
Not necessarily. It takes a minute.
Oh god, no.
Or really just putting any kind of fish in water it doesn't belong in. Because I remember one of my brothers and me, like, we found, like, someone had, like, fishing bait. Which some of it is other fish. So we took one, and granted it might have already been dead. Actually it wasn't. It was still alive. We took one, and we were like, let's release it, because there's a pond over here. It's obviously a freshwater fish.
Oh,
We're assuming it's a freshwater fish.
Oh no.
So we put it in the water. And it swam around for a bit, but there were crawfish in the water. And it was shallow water that we put it in.
And it just got ripped apart by crawfish.
We're assuming because we walked away, we came back, and it was floating on top of the water. And so we were just like, well, F.
Just F's in chat.
We were just like, we tried. World Lupus Day.
Poor fish, man. Oh yeah.
That one's very established as well.
One day without shoes day.
There was already a no socks day. What is with the feet in May?
It's just weird people, man.
Eat what you want day. Day
wasn't
2.
There already
Day 2 of International Cheat Day.
Was like, so how am I gonna convince like my significant other to cheat on my diet? Like,
accounting.
Oh, I know. Let's make a holiday.
World Ego Awareness Day, and that's ego, not ego. So I'm curious.
Lego by ego.
Waffles sound
Egotism.
good. I want waffles.
History of World Ego Awareness Day, with the intent of helping those who suffer from an advanced case of egoism learn to deal with the world from a more humble perspective. There's a lot of people who can benefit
from celebrating this day.
Yeah. Has some rather significant effects, including leading to abusive behavior, blindness to the reality of situations around them, and generally a skewed experience regarding their interactions with other people. Yeah. Harmonizing.
You have to agree sometimes. Twilight Zone Day. Is this for the show?
Or
just
is that a phenomenon? You're about to enter another dimension.
The show.
A dimension not only...
Was created by acclaimed television, so it's the show.
Oh, okay. So Rod Sterling himself did the thing.
Fibromyalgia Awareness Day.
Oh, I got a cousin with fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
So...
Poem in your pillow day. What? I'd be scared.
What the hell? Wait, this is going out of order, too, because that was May 5th. What the hell? Oh, today is May 12th. So all the different holidays for May 12th would be like fibromyalgia and the...
Okay, so for today we have... Let's see what today's are. Let's scroll back up.
Okay, that was May 11th, which... My
so,
birthday is
fibromyalgia awareness.
Cool. Odometer Day.
Dads.
Damn it,
Nutty
Dads.
Fudge Day.
Nutty
That's very
Fudge is
specific.
delicious.
Limerick Day. Interesting.
What a funny...
And that's it. That's all you got.
Top Gun has its own day? What the hell?
I mean, if odometers have a day, I'm sure anybody can have a day. History of Limerick Day. Each year on May 12th... Stop it. Limerick Day celebrates the birthday of famous English artist, illustrator, and much-loved author and poet Edward Lear. The multifaceted artist was born on May 12, 1812, and lived until January 29th of 1888, and lived a long and vibrant life, making significant contributions to the art world. Limerick Day occurs on the birthday of Edward Lear to celebrate the incredible works he created during his life, including his many whimsical limericks. However, Edward Lear was also known for his prose and poetry, among other areas, so it's a celebration of a figure. Okay. Oh,
interesting.
Gosh. Numeracy Day, Top Gun Day, Receptionist Day, Apple Pie Day. Apple pie is so good.
Cherry pie is so
Ew,
much
cherry
better
is
than
gross.
apple pie.
No, it's not.
That is a hill I will die
Well, guess
on.
what?
Cherry pie.
You don't know how to make pie from
best.
scratch, so you will never get a cherry pie in this household. We only
I
make
can just
apple
buy
pie.
the cherry pies. Sad.
Just go buy an Uncrustable.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, there you go. That's your cherry pie.
World Cocktail Day.
Another day to get drunk.
There's a lot of those in food days. International Leprechaun Day. You mean St. Patty?
No.
Oh, well, sometimes St. Patty's Day would fall
No.
on the 13th. But...
No,
Oh, no, that's
What are you
March
talking
13th.
about? Stop that. No. Fool?
Oh, no. I just pissed off every single... Oh, no.
As someone who just found out recently that part of their heritage is Irish, I am offended.
But that's March 13th, right?
No, it's March 17th.
Oop.
It's March 17th. Every year is St. Patrick's Day, you fool.
Ooh, and we've celebrated St. Patrick's Day too.
I mean, it's an excuse you used to go drinking, but sure.
I mean...
Root Canal Appreciation Day.
Donated days wages to Charity Day.
Third shift workers, that's oddly specific.
That is the single most oddly specific thing
Let's see what they get.
ever seen.
History of Third Shift Workers Day. Modern concept of shift workers. As people understand, it began with the Industrial Revolution as global trade and mass production began to shape the United States. Because of the intense shift in ideas about capitalism and job productivity, shift work began to become a concept that would ultimately form today's society.
Shift work, however, is known to have numerous health problems attached to it because of stressful working conditions. One of the most prominent health issues presented to people who work in shifts is sleep disorders. Oh yeah. These can include such as insomnia or excessive sleeping, certain types of cancers, cluster headaches, heart attacks, sexual dysfunction, and metabolic disorders. Oh my god, the cluster migraines are literally nicknamed suicide headaches. So, not fun being on third shift.
Frog Jumping Day. Chicken Dance Day.
What the? Frog
Chocolate
jumping
Chip
day?
Day. Bike to Work Day.
I can appreciate Chocolate Chip Day.
I can't do.
Bring flowers to someone day.
World Facilities Management Day.
Oh, they couldn't just have their executive coaching day.
They needed another day for the other random
And
made up
always with these
position.
holidays, it's like, what the hell does that even mean? World Facilities Management Day.
Virtual Assistance Day. Oh, they need
Pandas!
Pizza Party Day.
Okay, that's
Endangered
awesome.
Species Day.
Aww.
Straw Hat Day. One Piece Day.
Oh, there...
World Whiskey Day. That's my day.
Yeah, that's your day. World Whiskey Day.
Just look at that.
Is that the right spelling of whiskey? Because I've seen it before with an E-Y.
It depends. One of the most common forms of whiskey is sought after is Irish whiskey, and perhaps appropriately so. The origins of the word whiskey can be found in the Gaelic language. It's always hard to pronounce that word. For me.
Jesus, I have no idea how to pronounce that.
The words are hard. Which ultimately became...
I think whiskey?
Water of life. Yes. Yes, it is.
Because I assume whiskey would translate to whiskey.
Drawing Day. Sea Monkey Day. Oh, yeah, those were
things
the sea
people monkeys,
used to have.
A little... You put them in a barrel.
Weird things that wouldn't live very long.
Oh, I thought there was a plastic sea monkeys or the...
Those were real. Sea monkeys are real.
Oh.
It would be you. Oh my gosh, you probably.
Oh, was that the barrel of monkeys? That was a thing you toss the monkeys out of the barrel thing, and it was like they link together and they do the...
That's the barrel of monkeys, yes. Sea monkeys are the little thing you put the packet in the water and you grow a pet.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
Apparently I never knew what a sea monkey
World
is.
Fiddle Day. Plant a Lemon Tree Day. Waiter's Day.
Aw. Learn to swim
Day.
Boy, I have some traumatizing memories of learning how to swim.
Just know, World Fish Migration Day. Oh yeah, because it's spring and they go to lay eggs.
Did you even learn how to swim if your parent didn't just yeet you into the water? And
I sure didn't. I almost drowned. Biographer Day.
Horse Rescue Day. Aww. It's like a Minecraft
Work from home
adventure.
Day. Every
day is work from home day now.
It really is. International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia.
That's actually very important.
Yep.
Yes. Vehemently yes.
Yep. Pinot Grigio Day.
Bro, there are so many food and wine days in May.
Neurofibromatosis Awareness. That was a mouthful. World Baking Day.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to find out what that is, but...
World
Telecommunications. Neurofibromatosis.
World Hypertension Day.
Oh, that's high blood pressure.
Yep.
That's a...
Pack Rat Day.
We had a whole show for that. It was called Hoarders.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Just let me collect my things. I'll need them eventually.
Collecting No Dirty Dishes Day. Why are you looking at me like that? They clean. They fine.
I mean, you didn't wash them yet, so... Museum Day. Visit your relatives day.
May Ray Day.
What?
May Ray Day.
Pick Strawberries Day. World Bee Day. Yes. The poor bees.
The poor little... They're literally just floating pandas.
They are.
The honeybees. They don't bother nobody. Like, there was a time I was out in my backyard, and there was a literal honeybee just hanging out on my arm. And it, like, went to my hand, and it just laid there taking
Be
a
a
nap.
Millionaire Day.
Hold up. Can you actually, like, win millions of dollars on that day?
Let's see. While the incredible rich have existed for so long as there is money to count, the first millionaire didn't exist until... So is this literally...
John Laud founded the Mississippi
One of the things
Company.
that come out of the growth of the very rich is the study of what it takes to become rich. The most important part of being a millionaire is learning how to manage your money.
Though a fortunate birth doesn't help. The most pretentious bullshit. Just...
The rest of it involves understanding how money works.
What investments will work best for you and understanding the market you want to bust into. Winning the lotto bypasses all of this, but you're far more likely to get struck by lightning. Of course, being a millionaire isn't quite what it once used to be.
Start by creating a series of realistic steps that will set you on your path.
Oh my God.
So in other words, this is...
bullshit. Just...
pull yourself up by the bootstraps, Dave, is what it's saying.
Oh my God, but what if I'm wearing sneakers, dude? Wait, we had a waiter's
day. And
this is wait staff day.
I guess this is everyone.
Oh, gotcha.
Global Accessibility Awareness Day. Yes.
Some of these are far more important than the others.
Memo Day. Rapture Party Day.
Oddly specific.
Notebook Day. Sherlock Holmes Day. Oh, yeah. Goth Day. International Day for Biological Diversity.
Important.
Harvey
Milk Day?
Don't Fry Day.
That makes sense being in the summer. Maritime Day?
World Product Day. Lucky Penny Day. Title Track Day. Turtle Day. Tiara Day.
Turtles. Turtles are important.
Escargot Day. Ew. Brothers Day.
Oh yeah,
that
I
has
think
its
that's
own
when
day.
it's
Aviation
actually...
Maintenance Technician Day.
That is very oddly specific.
Tap Dance Day.
Towel Day.
Wine Day.
Oh, that's just when everybody
Geek
gets together.
Pride Day. Paper Airplane. There's just so...
Dracula Day?
I thought that'd be around Halloween, but okay.
Right.
World Lindy Hop Day.
That might
Sunscreen
have to
Day.
do with
the book.
Yeah, or something
Senior
like
Health
that.
and Fitness Day. Cellophane Tape. What? Why?
I feel like business people needed to have like their synergy meetings or whatever, and had a bunch of just nonsense.
Hamburger Day.
Oh, I can appreciate Hamburger Day.
Brisket Day.
Those are on the same day? Hold up. Is it Cookie Day down there too on the same day? Oh, that's
the
Biscuit
day after.
Day. Oh, Amnesty Internet. Ooh, that's a serious one.
Yup. Paperclip Day.
Put a pillow on your fridge day.
Why? Learn about...
That's close to put a pillow on your head day.
They stole my idea. I'm suing.
Learn about composting day.
Water a Flower Day. Mint Julep Day.
That's another one of those dad holidays.
World Meditation Day. Save
No
Your D-Ring
Tobacco Day. That's
Web
cool.
Designer Day. Macaroon Day. Macaron. Macaroon?
Macron is a French president.
Okay, I was like, one is pronounced, they're pronounced different ways.
Yeah, macaroon is a cookie. Oh, Go Diaper Free Week.
Or Your Well-Being Week.
Oh, they're fine.
Yeah, that.
Nurses Week. Oh, that's the last day of that is today.
That was, last day was today, yes.
Italian Beef Week?
Map Reading Week?
Cartography. Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome Awareness Month. Oh.
Asian Pacific Heritage Month. I didn't know that was this month.
Interesting. Prader-Willi Syndrome Awareness Month.
Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. Lupus Awareness Month. Military Appreciation Month. Deck Safe. Can people please stop letting their dads make days?
Deck Safety Month.
Odometer Day. Deck
Safety
Month.
is important though.
Bike Month.
Lyme Disease Awareness Month. Hamburger Month. Get Caught Reading Month.
Golf Month. Photo Month. Barbecue Month.
I feel like a lot of these very much were dad holidays.
These were
like
dad
Barbecue
holidays.
Month and Golf Month
They
and
were.
all the different things.
It makes sense that it was dads who made these.
Oh man. I mean, barbecue is delicious because especially having like I think it was Hamburger Day and Brisket Day on the same day.
Yes,
like,
I mean those are good though.
That's really cool.
But yeah, so a lot of weird holidays, days, whatever you want to call it in May.
Yeah, like May is full of fun stuff. And I can't wait to celebrate some of these holidays. Like, I'm looking forward to Hamburger Day.
It was interesting, for sure. Hamburger Day.
Hamburger. Oh, because who was the dude? Doug Burger?
We saw that, and that was the joke.
Doug Burger, home of the Doug Burger. Can I take your order?
Oh, gosh. But, yeah, that was interesting. Let me try and think. So I think, since we wrapped up the days, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream here. Let's see who's online.
Oh,
see
yeah.
if we can raid
But
someone.
before you go, we are going to launch into the raid hype.
Yep.
Raid hype.
Let's see.
Let me see. Because who all is online?
Quite a few people. Now it's just options.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
I have no idea what that is up above there.
I don't either. It's up to you.
Maybe. I think we will be rating a Melody